In the past 10 years, Australian sport has reached record highs. A $2.5 billion AFL broadcast deal from 2017 was a staggering indicator of the value of live sport as TV executives squabbled for the right to show one of Australia's most dominant codes.
We've always believed that this is the premium code in Australia. It's the national game.
But the impact of the coronavirus crisis and the sporting shutdown that's followed,
mission complicated became mission impossible,
has led some experts to conclude that the industry is headed for difficult times.
It's a full-blown crisis. I've never seen big sports in Australia challenged as they are now.
Ballooning TV rights deals have boosted the coffers of Australian sport in recent years. This chart plots the average annual revenue of the big five domestic codes. Between 2014 and 2019 alone, the money being poured in had practically doubled before the current crisis unfolded.
If you take the big ones of AFL and Rugby League, both of them get nearly $10 million for a weekend's round of football from the television companies. They're not playing now. They can't receive that.
I don't know when it gets better. We all hope it's a month, 6 weeks, 8 weeks, 12 weeks. I don't know. We will continue to reassess. We'll take the advice and we'll do what we need to do to survive as an industry.
With an unknown return date and the game's key source of revenue now drying up, the codes are taking drastic measures. Athletes are being made to take significant pay cuts, while many club support staff have been stood down.
We sadly had to temporarily stand down 20 staff yesterday, which is all really difficult.
My name is Renee Gartner and I'm joined by two great Origin legends.
Tens of thousands in the sports game have been left financially stranded.
Stressed, that would probably be the one and only word that I've been using, I think. Yeah, and quite scared of how uncertain the times are. If we don't have sport coming back, like to me, that's my bread and butter. That's what I love to watch.
Many experts believe the Australian sports industry has become too reliant on broadcast revenue and is thus facing dire consequences. The National Rugby League, for example, last year booked $325 million in annualised broadcast revenue. That was 61% of the game's funding.
I think financially we've reached a peak. I think we had before the virus. I think Foxtel is in almost terminal decline now.
It's clearly going to have an impact. We don't know how big at the moment, but the passion within the Australian public to get behind their sporting teams is really strong, and it's a part of the fabric of the country. And I think that the codes will survive. What sort of an impact it will have on the cost base of those clubs and how they operate, again, too early to tell.
For an industry that thrives on drama, it appears as though there's plenty of twists and turns to come. Patrick Galloway, ABC News.